Hey guys, what is up? This is Captain Sheedy, and yes, you finally get to meet me, or more of hear me, and I am going to be the second uploader to this channel. And today, this is a MOAB with the newly patched AK-47 on the map Underground. It's actually a double MOAB fail, but the first MOAB was about 2 minutes. If you take off the little beginning part where I have 1 assist counts as kill, then it comes in about 156, but if you do count it, it's like a 204, so I like to not count it because it makes it a lot faster, but that's just me, so you can make your own judgment. But just to get started here, me and Doer, we decided to make this YouTube channel because, well, we were pretty good at this game, you know, getting some good gameplay, and we were talking to other YouTubers, and let me just pop in right here. I'm just getting flashed like crazy there, and I just run away because sometimes that's the decision you have to make. But Doer began to start to play with some bigger YouTubers through live streams and whatnot, and we decided that we wanted to do something like it. It seemed like a lot of fun, and so far well, this is my first video, but he's done a couple, and I think he's really enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying myself just talking to you guys, and I hope you like me, and if not, well, then you could just listen to Doer because he's a pretty cool guy, but let's be honest here, I have the sexier voice. But, so in this game, the new AK-47 is so much better. I used to hate it. I would never use it. Well, actually, I did because I got all the guns 30 just so that I could use them whenever I wanted, but I just hated the gun because of its recoil. But now that the recoil's been, like, split in half, I find it to be a very good gun. Once you get your specialist, you get this kick going, which is awesome on it. And just to run over my setup that I'm using in this game, I'm using the AK-47 extended mag silencer with scavenger, hardline, and stalker, and then I unlock sleight of hand, which is always going to be my first unlock, just so you guys know, and then I go to assassin, which is not always my second unlock, and then I go to quick draw. And I'm running the C4, which I go back and forth on between that and frags because I love the C4 for its good close quarters, but then I love the frags for being able to actually throw it somewhere. So there, I just died off my MOAB streak, and now I'm just like, oh man, there's so much time left, I could go for a double here. And you would assume that there's a lot of time, but I just began to not find them as well as I could in the beginning with the spawns going well for me. And I start off on a good streak here, but you'll find out that this is not the streak for me. I'll have to try again in a little bit because I died right here. Now I'm kind of feeling down, you know what I mean? You lose your momentum after dying off a short streak, so I'm not really feeling much of a streak here, but I do turn it around and I get on a little streak and you see what happens towards the end. But to talk some more about what I'll bring you guys. Me personally, I play a lot different than Doer does. He plays a lot of free-for-all, so that kind of reflects in his game style and the way he plays, and I like to play a little bit more smarter and not rush quite as hard as he does. So you'll see that difference in our play style. Good little two-piece right there. And sometimes it normally works out better for me, but he'll get the better game occasionally. Just because I don't go as hard, but that's our differences. So now, I'll break down my gameplay a little bit here. I take a lot of damage here, so I'm kind of just sitting, and that assassin kid just gets pooped on because he sucks. But I know that there's people down that hallway. Actually, I didn't know they were that close, but I do pick up an assist. And right here, I decide that I probably shouldn't be picking up tags anymore because this game's going to be ending pretty soon. And there I turn to run because there's two of them at a very long range encounter, and I have an AK-47, which is obviously a high recoil gun, so it's not going to work out as well for me. So I take the smart choice and turn and run. May make it more boring, but what do I care? I like to stay alive. That's the way I play. And now you'll see, whenever I play, I like to play with good guns. You won't really see me playing with the ridiculously bad guns because that's just not how I roll. And in this game, you'll see that it's just me and Doer in the game. I'm pretty much running solo. He's not doing much. He goes like 22 and 13 or something like that. I don't know. He's just being a retard, I guess. But I'm sorry that I haven't gotten around to posting yet to start this channel off. I feel bad that Doer's had to do all the work so far. But I've been pretty sick and I'm just not completely over it yet. So I haven't been playing at all, actually. So this is one of my first games with the AK gun after the patch, so my sickness was horrible and I'm not completely over it. I still have a cough and a little congestion problem, if you can hear in my voice, but my main problem was fever. And now you see here the game ends. I went back and counted that streak. It was an 18. I mean, it was pretty slow, but who doesn't love a good double? And that was like my second double MOAB fail on Underground in the past couple tries. I have an FAD one where I die on a 23, which was absolutely brutal. So I'd just like to thank you guys for tuning into my commentary that I just did right here. This has been Captain Sheedy, so I'll be seeing you guys later.
Yeah. You gotta feel me on this one. Killer J, yeah. Private. DJ
Yeah, and I remember when somebody asked me if I made it big, but I remember them. I ain't made it yet, and already forgot who asked it, but if it wasn't for me,